recording now. You guys got our bird. Oh. Ah, poor bird. I was about to make a very down bad comment, but this is going on my YouTube channel, and I would like to be sponsored. I'll say it later. Yeah, do it in English. I'm just sad I'm gonna miss all the whatever. Bruh, the one moment not to be affiliated. Yep. Oh gosh. Oh. I need emotes. You get them soon. You get them soon. Here, I'll do this for you. If you guys want to, you can go support Astra. Oh, well, if that's not a sign to go support, I don't know what is. Oi. There you go. And then also let me make sure I give Nyx their shout out. Thank you, Nyx, so much for coming over here with your raid. Oh gosh, you guys got us to 400, and I very much appreciate it. Oh gosh, go check them both out if you can.
Recently, the Adventurers
Asta.
Guild has received an
I know I keep saying
unusual
Astra. I do apologize.
careful
I'm mildly an
consideration,
idiot.
We believe that
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate,
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries.
I went to go get chips and dip.
May I ask if you
I missed
two
the
are available
400.
to help?
The 400. My brain stopped. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Oh, 400 following. Yes, you did. Hello, Alan. We got raided. I swear I'm not stupid. Of course, I'm here to help. That's what we're here for.
It briefly.
That's
Our
not
client
Catherine,
for this job
too.
is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Oh, really now?
A Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come
Tell
from.
us, robot lady.
But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and
Very
a clear
great.
target. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
Yeah, it'd be kind of dumb to say I'm
Good.
hazy at this point.
And you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Yes.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks,
Like a robot, like
they are
Raiden's
finding it
puppet, and there are
difficult to
multiple of them.
defend
Prove me
against
wrong.
their
I agree
main
with you.
priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to
Also, the way
cooperate
you
with all
spelled
other
Catherine.
available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is
gosh.
one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work.
I agree, Albedo
But
exists,
so
yes.
far, the
And
combined
Scaramouche,
efforts to combat the
and the
Rift Towns
Raiden
have
Shogun
failed to
puppet,
substantially ameliorate the situation.
And the whooping flowers. See these pooches
You
packing.
have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease.
Typing too
I
fast,
will
not really
mark on
caring.
the
You're
map
good.
the
I just think it was
areas where
funny.
Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I
We do
hope
have a
you
lot
won't
of
have
puppets.
too much trouble
Is this
overcoming them.
getting... Oh, wait. My Sephiroth button's off. Darn it, you're lucky. Let's say, is this getting Sephiroth in here? Shut up. Darn it, Paimon. You and your quips. Transient Dream. Ellie. Hello, Dirt. How are you doing? Oh, also, by the way, we do have Discord. Which one the Discord? Did I miss the summonings? You did. Boy, I tried alerting you guys as much as I could. You were late. Oh gosh. But don't worry, you're here with the server. Oh my gosh. We have a Discord? You guys are dumb. You are here for a story with us. Boy. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. If you want the shorthand, we got Yai and her weapon with most of the wishes we have, and then also just 50 wishes. $50. Yeah. Oh. I did actually beat 50-50 man again. Nice. Go watch some Demon Slayer. All right, sick. Parakeet, welcome. How are you doing today? Also, that slide in. That's an easy emote to make. I might need to do it. I might do that.
If this rain keeps up, my fur will be...
What? 1, 2, 3 in the rain. Bop. It might take longer, but it looks fancy. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Out, freak. What? Please get away from wall. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Picked up fire. Very interesting. Lots of random damage. Yes. There are actually a lot. Wow, okay. One. Oh, oh, oh. 2, 3. They're dead. Oh.
Torn to oblivion.
Whoa! Oh! I swear this makes me like Raiden more than I already do. I'm gonna be pissed and happy.
Could also be A.
Oh.
Oh, it's you two.
Oh. Shogun question mark. I love that. It's
we have
A,
not
yeah.
seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Wow, she's actually out here, by the way.
Like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
Oh my god. I swear if I go on Twitter today and all I see is, oh my gosh, the Raiden Shogun's now my favorite character, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Oh my gosh, what brings you out here?
Making early preparations for what is to come.
For the wedding, yes, I
Last
understand
time
love.
we took a walk around Inazuma together.
It was a very
I
lovely
witnessed
walk.
The way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had
Genshin?
never understood in the past.
Genshin?
Since
Genshin?
then,
Genshin, you
every
breaking?
time I encounter an obstacle in my
Genshin
thinking,
audio?
I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
Sense. You must get super bored being stuck.
She's getting out of her hikikomori state.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself.
She's learning.
Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
It's like a matter needing Archon's attention, but the commissioner said, yeah, what is...
If the Shogun
why are you here?
rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission.
You know, having a puppet with the same strength as you kind of walking around is, that's really good. Outside of going crazy, that's really good.
That terrible disaster.
A disaster?
He was kind of chill.
Yes.
And you have two of you walking around.
500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
Oh,
Their
shoot.
duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Conria, yeah.
So you've heard of it, too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
No,
But
it's
an
okay.
excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
That made me genuinely sad.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Time to kill.
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible.
Shut the freak up.
doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask.
I'm the only one allowed to do
about
this.
Conria.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, she might actually tell us because Zhang Li's the one with a contract on him.
It's similar to the color when the
Oh, so let me do this since we're going story. Who cares if it's optimal? We're going story.
The campaign begins.
I'm probably gonna regret this decision because I have
Take
no
heart.
anything
Victory
against
will
electro
be
shields,
ours.
but it's okay. But no, one interesting thing I do want to point out, right?
Let's follow it. It's
I think we're fighting the puppet at the end of this. I have no idea outside of what we got in the live stream. But it's almost like she has to fight her sister. I don't know if that's the parallel they're going to go for this, but she's basically fighting a lookalike of herself, possibly later on, which could be like an imagery of her sister. It's kind of super sad if you think about it. And then now we have this stuff with Conria again. He's coming back up. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Why? I just want to make my statements now before we get there. No? Yes? No. Forget else. Is it the... Oh. Oh. Okay. There we go. Hey, look, it's where we met Shiki Taijo. Is this the second Shogun quest? Yes. Please don't say anything. Spoilers will get people banned. I'm not gonna have patience with you. I will ban immediately.
The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro
I'm just letting you
Nation
know.
will
You're
be able
good.
to
I'm
nurse
just
the
letting you
root
know.
system back to health.
I don't play with story stuff. That was really irritating with people.
This stuff
I don't do the,
going
oh my
on
gosh, this is the best part. Don't
is
even do it. Just
it helps
talk about
us
what's
grow.
currently happening. Simple as it gets.
Huh?
How terrible, yeah.
Dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Which is crazy.
Why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will
Just
find
updated doing the event. I see, I see. If you got to step out, that's always okay. I'm happy to see you, Parakeet. It's been a minute.
Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you
Goes to
tell us?
regular Saturday. Yes.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Wait, you can freaking see us.
Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
You will shine eternal. What monsters?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you.
Whoa!
They'll devour it all.
Are we getting like a flood situation like Halo?
Look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look.
Ah,
get out of here.
foreshadowing.
Now, there's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
The Shogun is gone.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope,
On
then
his
we've
foes.
got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Shogun? He's gonna cry.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
We're using this.
Or the whole of Inazuma
I'm using
will be
that.
reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
That's sad.
Over. But what do you mean?
Look around you.
The music. Oh
The grass
gosh.
grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun.
Oh, he's crying.
As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity.
Bro.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
Is he going back to rest, it seems? His spirit's at rest,
gone.
possibly?
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow...
The voice acting was really good, dude. And the worst part is you see all his friends on the
If I'm
ground.
not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the
Oh, it's
trunk
like it's
and
giant
formed a physical
filter.
entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
Soccer cleansing ritual,
words,
yeah.
it cannot exist for too long.
The Dusty Ming.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500
So there's
years
two
ago.
parts to this. If the Kitsune's gone, then no Sakura cleansing ritual possibly. And then also if the Shogun's gone, that means no one to defend. I'm gonna click the Shogun one, but I don't think the answers change. If they do, let me know.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others
After we're done, obviously.
Others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it
sister.
would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
It's good
I could tell
characterization.
that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Has this happened to the other nations?
Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Bad.
Eh?
Oh, this makes me so happy and so sad at the same time. Oh my gosh, because she's finally getting some characterization. This is already implied just in the freaking trailer we got, but at least now they're saying it, so at least A's gonna finally get the respect she deserves of an Archon. The one thing I'm going to say before this, what I really enjoy right now that we're getting, is we don't ever get to see Zhongli while he's being Zhongli. We get him when he's done. And this is more likely than not what Zhongli was like when he was in his real prime period of having to clean up that whole big continent of Liyue, right? So many losses, so many battles, that do a lot to a person.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain.
Yeah.
Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
Inazuma will
When I traveled
shine
around
eternal.
Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also
Yeah, actually, we're dealing with the
new
same.
encounters.
Yeah, that too. You're right.
Just think of
The
that soldier.
Akshas.
Despite all the losses he had experienced,
I feel like Zhongli
he
had
still chose
a
to
lot
keep
more help
fighting
at
for
his
the sake
level-ish,
of
if that makes
moving
any sense.
all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
That's what being human's about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Yeah, he lost 4 Yakshas. What I mean to say is, in the regard of he still has a lot of the Adepti, as the HUD did die. He lost his love interest, so that's a big one. Salt God died. He still has retainers like Ganyu and Zhao, but again, that's only so many out of all of them. When we come to Inazuma, what I mean is it feels like the only person at this kind of same level might be Yai. And her own puppet, right? You know what I mean? Azaha's also this. Yeah, Azaha died. Yeah. Golba's still alive, even though he got, like, you know, reformed, but he's still technically alive. Madam Ping's still a thing. That's what I mean. It's a little weird. I'm not saying he didn't have any losses, obviously. I'm just saying, number-wise, I don't know if I feel like it's even at all. Most of Raiden's help, she still has the Kitsune. So, yeah.
Come on.
Yokai and Inazuma are.
Let's keep investigating the damage to
Do
the
another
sacred
marathon
sakura.
run. 412 nurse a chance. Now I lurk. I see. I really love the characterization they just gave her. I'm actually probably going to rewatch that a few times because I really enjoyed that. Oh, I am. And it just already, it just says what was already kind of available. When you see Raiden leave the first time, that's why I always made the argument it's not outside of the date, you know, as a actual physical meeting. When she leaves, she doesn't make it like a big thing about us. She goes, oh, well, I have to go rethink some stuff. And then she just leaves. She just dips. Wait, is it just Raiden? Oh my gosh, it's just Raiden. Oh, buddy, I do need healing.
Illusion shattered.
I don't know if it's my Raiden or the game's Raiden.
Shine down.
Oh, we can make this fantastical. Oh, freak. I wanted to drop down. Darn you. Gonna recommend NRE. I don't even have it. I don't even know if I have one, so I don't know if I've done that.
Something seems wrong with A.
Oh?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually
I'm not
you
get
pull
good.
out your sword and swish, vaporize them all in one go. No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area,
You're right in
I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama? Is that you?
This is gonna be a sad trip, isn't it?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is
Ponria.
a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
I want to learn more about the past. I say we go alone when he says, I'm not gonna bully an old man into learning junk.
Yeah.
Not gonna bully an old man into learning stuff.
There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay.
Oh, this is gonna get sad. He seems
And
like a
now
nice
the
old
Almighty
man,
Shogun
too.
is here, I have even less reason to run away.
Oh, that's awful! Freak you,
This
Moyo!
was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life.
Oh, he was happy.
But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer.
Thank you, Mahoyo.
One thing she always says is, good things don't
Here
last
you,
forever.
if you don't mind, can I rant
Everything
something that
changes,
happened to me in the
fades,
game today?
disappears
We're currently going through
completely
story,
with the passage of
Koroneko.
time.
As long as it's not related
So
to story
people
stuff,
must
I'm not
make
really
the
gonna.
most of the
I'd
life
say this
they
isn't the
have.
place. This isn't the place and
Seize
time
the
right now.
chance
Let's
to
just say no.
enjoy it
We're
while it
focusing right now.
lasts, and have no regrets
Not right now.
in the end.
Wait, you're free to just hang out with us. Not right now. Oh wait, this is her sister? Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, this is her sister.
So you see, as bleak as
Is this
things
her or
may
her
be
sister?
now, I have experienced
I think it's
countless
her.
wonderful
I think you can
things
tell
in
the
life
difference in voice.
and have no
I would
reason
assume.
not to be satisfied.
Perhaps.
Who knows,
you're
Ellie?
right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun.
The sister
for
was
the
Shogun
last time.
beforehand, before the death.
What a pity.
That's
I'll never
rough
get
to
see
tell.
what Inazuma looks like after the Almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
Also, his headband is not tied around his head.
One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
He's got one regret now. You darn young people!
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Paimon, shut up!
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the Almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Ah, Kamisato. Wait, I'm skipping over you, Paimon. Shush your face. Wait, Paimon literally almost told the old man, hey, you're dead!
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the
Oh, it's
Kamisato
doing it,
estate?
okay.
There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Oh, yeah. Maybe our first son of Ayato?
And the Almighty Shogun.
Probably.
How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure.
Well, that's a
I'll
weird
fetch
one,
that
but
for you
alright.
Right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble
He's
servant.
in my
I
convenience.
daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with a
Ayato's gonna be like, you did it at your convenience! Just because she says day at your convenience doesn't mean you do your convenience. Hello, Almighty Shogun. It's so nice to see you. Get your freaking butt over to get
Not
the tea
often
set.
we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Oi.
Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
So sis,
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts.
hot.
So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was
Oh,
the former
I have the
Electro
texture.
Archon, who was also my sister. Right, he may well have had
Raiden
an inkling
Mikoto.
about
I
there
accidentally
being
clicked
two
clicking it off.
Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations.
And that makes sense
light
why
up
she would
the
smile
sky
then.
far above, in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
This makes so much sense in context.
There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Yeah, Mahoyo, rub it in.
Makoto saw a bigger
Please.
picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
Bro, I'm gonna have so many good lines from this garbage. Freak me!
Quite a lot to take in.
Where's my notepad?
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
Our eternal. Wow, this is so good. It's time for notes. Yes, it fully is.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she
Kicking you,
must
Ellie,
have
no.
grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Shut up, Paimon.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Shit, he's pretty chill. Who wrote that? Which one of you wrote that? You know what you did? That was sinful. I'm calling Sid. Oh my gosh. You know, it's kind of funny though. I think Paimon being so out of the loop is kind of funny. It's annoying, but kind of funny. Why is she pretty chill, Ellie? She pretty chill. Back. Hello, Sock. We're doing story stuff right now. We're on the Raiden quest right now with the tea set part, if you need to know where we're at. Oh, he's gone. Did he go wandering off?
Go. He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
Paimon, there is a bigger emotional issue here.
To say goodbye.
Darn it,
The
Paimon!
information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Yeah, you have eyes mentality on this. Cheer up, Paimon.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
Oh gosh, I forgot she can't cook.
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
She can't cook. No, she can't cook.
The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
This is gonna be boiling water.
So many thoughts were racing.
We're
through
about
my
to die.
head as I was brewing it.
Listen, chat.
I-
Chat, she's
I'm
down.
not sure how to explain it.
She's sad, and she can't cook. I'm saying it's the best tea in the world. It's okay. It's all right. Today we shrimp, and it's okay. You don't need to. I understand. It's just memories. It's cool. It's
You're right.
fine.
But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted.
Miyai stream. Yeah, we're
But
stripping
now,
Yeah, for her story.
I'd like to broach a heavy
Listen,
topic.
Do you know how long I've waited for
The
this?
events of
Shush.
500 years
Oh!
ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
Saved her
When I returned to
consciousness.
Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
This is kind of crazy.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again.
Hey, SSG. We're listening to important story parts right now. Hello, SSG. How are you doing?
Unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And
Yes.
it's time I came to terms with it all.
I did. Yeah, I think you've done a lot of thinking already. Gee, I'm not gonna say I know the pain of separation.
Oh,
'Cause I've been on the same topic-ish. Your sister's well alive. No, I did not see Sixer. We only trying to. I only got one Yai normal, and then I got her weapon. That was it.
Sister.
Yeah, we did.
I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Both
This
of
is
you
a
have
lot.
experienced great tragedy.
Oh my
This last
gosh.
cup of tea? Let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
Golly, that was heavy.
Go. Let's keep following the traces.
Oh my gosh,
Very well.
dude.
Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack
Oh,
of
there we
monsters
go.
should be the last.
Great. So you see, we have Yai. She's really just like you, huh, Ellie? I mean, the pessimism, the wanting to uphold somebody. I literally went on a speech about this recently. The only thing is, I typically tend to keep my ambitions as something positive, regardless of my pessimism. And she basically took the turn I haven't, which is letting go of ambition for the sake of healing, to a sense. But yeah, pretty close. It's kind of weird. It's almost like you're searching for yourself. I do make that statement a lot. I just didn't think how far you could find yourself in other things. I do also really enjoy... Where's your puppet, Ellie? You're all my puppets. Also, that's literally the Sephiroth joke. I'm sorry. That's literally this joke. Sephiroth is a puppeteer master. He's my favorite villain. All he ever does is puppeteer. Yeah, so no, we're pretty on board for this. That's why Andre said it. Andre told me to shut up. He knows I'd think of that. Andre's pulling a freaking Yai right now.
Please
You
leave
freaking
it
butt.
to me.
Hey,
And now she's doing too much.
you're all right?
Fear not.
Probably
Fighting
tiring
is what
herself
I
out.
do
She's probably been
best.
fighting all day. That's why I said this is great writing at the moment.
Illusion shattered.
Kind of crazy. They literally almost wrote me a character. Unironically, by accident. That's why I'm so invested today. This is really good. And it was obvious to me from beforehand, outside of them saying it, that her reasoning would be a little deeper than just, boo-hoo, I'm a hikikomori, but I've been waiting for them to say it, and I wasn't going to go on tangents about it from beforehand, because otherwise it just makes me look like a butthurt fan. But what's... Oh, she froze.
Are you all right?
I can't move. Oh, there we go. Interesting. What the freak is going on right now? Oh, there's Yai. Or me. I'm pretty sure it's Yai.
Maybe you
Not
should
sure.
leave this one to us.
Yeah. I'm gonna lurk. Maybe looking fine.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back.
Hello. Also, thank you, Noble, for being
We'll
here. I
deal
appreciate
with
that.
the monsters.
Oh, gosh. More memories?
Look, that's the again?
Another trip down memory lane. Who we got this time? Oh, I think I know. No. Oh, never mind. Just regular samurai. Okay.
Where am
I was say, man, we get actual family here. That's gonna be rough.
Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't.
We wear the outfit for the same
It's
500
too
years, true.
dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
Their armor, honor is samurai,
No
dude.
need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the
Lightning
power
Brigade, look
granted
at
to us
you.
by the gods.
Freaking jerks. Let me do it.
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
Ah, freaking's gonna hit me in my freaking feelings. Ah. So full of hope,
Nobody
yes.
knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But
She
now
must
we
feel
found
so
you're
sad,
right here
too.
with us.
Because they want her sister in her mind.
Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Bro, we're going... Oh my gosh, I gotta rewatch this quest. Man, I gotta rewatch this quest.
Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Shogun!
Let's do that. Rest and rebuild. Covenant of the Deep.
Oh, I...
Turning back. Flash.
Yo, I'm hyped. This quest is actually hyping me up a little bit.
No escape.
Freak me! Save Private Eye. We gotta freaking kill these guys. Oblivion, bop.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
If there's one way to come back from death, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty fun way to come back from death.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You're lying, honey. You
Fought
can sit down.
phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort
Is this
Her
a
Excellency
warning?
back to
Warning?
Inazuma City and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our
The
way.
Rift Hound's in Mondstadt. Oh, you're right. And we just went, oh, it's in the wolf area.
Just leave it to us.
It's like three, doesn't matter.
Fighting is what we do best.
They're
The Almighty
wolves.
Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present.
And we haven't had
state of
anything in
affairs.
Mondstadt for a
Only
while.
Your Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future.
Except Dragon Spine, that's about it.
No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma,
Four
we
Winds
will
who?
always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines.
Ley lines again, by the way, too.
They are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Chad, I'm really enjoying this.
Come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities.
This is literally almost like the speech we had like 2 days ago.
But
Freak me.
eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought. No need. She is calling me. The time has come. Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Let's do it! Let's freaking do it! But, yeah, take your rest. Let's freaking do it! I think I know what's happening. Are we about to go into there and go fight the freaking Shogun? Oh, boy. Wait, under the shrine. Oh, wait, is it the one on the right? Or is it under... thing? Big visual bug. Is it this one on the side? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm not dumb. I'm actually smart. Eat that, chat room. I don't know if we're going to be able to do...
The mortal plane of fleeting dream.
My hubris is amazing. Freak me. Good job, Ellie. Shut the freak up. The timing of that was amazing. God, why? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Freak me. First it was Beidou, now it's happening to Raiden.
Finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Boy, I don't know if I'm gonna get through Yai's quest today. I said Rai. I added them together.
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I
Trying to fight the sister, I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. Comedic timing, darn you.
What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
That was good. That was good timing. Oh, man. It's going to be cutscene time. I don't know if we get any cutscenes in this one. Wait. I don't think we get any cutscenes for, like, the character quest normally, right? Wait, Eula. No, okay. I have my finger right on the button.
Whoa. This place. Look over there.
There are cutscenes? Okay. Let me check this button. No chat. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we have it recorded.
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait, Paimon knows that voice. Is that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you?
Does this count as overthinking?
Have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have
is from battle.
Conducted by the blade alone.
Wait. The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse. Are you
The discomfort
Skipping you,
I was
Paimon, sorry.
experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes.
Dude, this is literally Final Fantasy IV! We're doing the Cecil thing!
She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
So it's like she's fighting her own negativity. I love this! Oh my gosh, the symbolism's great. Freak me! Andre, how can you be so on point? This is what I do in my head, like, all the time. Well, in this kind of manner. This is what I mean about giving your negativity a face. Just don't make it your own face, obviously.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity.
Ah, the thunder.
It shall not... I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Yeah.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
Paimon, I'm gonna tell you to shut up for
Throne
once.
is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream
Let's
to
do
my
it!
subjects. Raiden A.
Let's freaking do it.
In the end, even the proud and mighty only made it.
Oh, freak. Oh, shoot. We're doing this again, but with actual damage.
Never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Oh, boy. I see why you sit in RE. But at least we're actually doing damage. Ow. Inazuma's son, turtle. Bop! Ah, freak you. Oh, freak.
Illusion shattered.
There we go. You can't run from ambition, nor the change and brightness of thunder. You shall perish.
Sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain.
Why are you healing?
As long as the ley line
Why are you healing?
the relentless erosion of time
Why are
never
you healing?
stopped.
I earned that win.
She's completely recovered?
Ow. Oh, part 2. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Shines eternal.
I'm gonna kill you.
There is no escape.
Literally. Oh, sword mode. Ah, I see. Ouch.
Absurd. Weak. Illusion shattered.
You can't hide from my ambitions.
To oblivion. This world, the divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma, will fade silently into the
Oh,
clouds.
part 3.
There shall never be
Take this
another.
opportunity now. You don't think I'm not cheesing this for my wife? I'm cheesing this for my wife.
Never.
Screw you guys.
For the rest of time.
I'm doing pretty good already as it is.
Transcending.
Oh,
Strike dead. Now
you shall
shatter.
perish.
This
Bop.
ends now.
Yes, it does.
Illusion shattered. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
Paimon, that was really good.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries. And no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
Oi.
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Oh, and then Yai's quest. Freak me. Oh my gosh. Let's see where we're going here. Okay. And Yai's definitely not going to have that.
Kicked out.
You were good.
Keep on duking it out in there forever? She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still.
Oh, it has no physical body and has Raiden Shogun. This can't be the only way.
Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times.
Why do I have a thing for stubborn? Why is that always a quality? Darn me! Freak me! Ah! They even said it. Go ahead, you're on to mock me. You have a type. Shut the freak up.
Yeah, we should help her out.
Listen, so here's the good thing about stubborn, right? Stubborn's good when you are stubborn to good things. When you're stubborn to bad things, then you're stuck in a negative loop.
Spend in there, or, you know, help her win the... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but
Also, wow, unlike Zhongli, Zhongli made us clean up his problems half the time. She kicked us out.
well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in.
Zhongli's like, all right, traveler, sure.
You don't feel Paimon now?
He really is an old man.
Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same... Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these conscious...
Just a phase, mom locks door.
More than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to.
Zhongli realized he's just not the man anymore. He just left it alone. He's like, it's not the dude anymore. You know. Radiant Sakura. Oh, Yai's about to have a field day with this one. Yai's gonna have a field day with this. She locked herself in the
Someone's
room.
not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
Yes.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first
Listen,
few
you
times.
sadistic prick, kiss me.
You're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Paimon, you do need to shut the freak up.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn.
This is funny. She went
Jumped
from
straight
locking
to the
herself to
most
the
extreme
room
course of
to
action
locking herself to the
imaginable.
room.
Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A, all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking.
It's not the answer I
Well
picked.
put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes.
Screw you, Andre.
So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Paimon's not having it.
You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me.
Very blue.
What was it like? Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Oh, we're not done. Oh, I thought this was going to be Yai's quest. Okay, they're not two-parting this. Oh, let's try to get this done then. I guess we're fighting the puppet today. Yay, I can save my wife. Screw that. Let's go. Also, I didn't die that time with Yai. See, I'm smart. I learned. My brain works occasionally. I hope she's not immune to Electro, though. It's acquired thing. Ooh. Listen here, you sadistic prick. Kiss me. Listen. Listen.
To the
I'm okay.
outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location. But you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
The guy from Final Fantasy?
Turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an
Also, did you
unknown
guys know
corner
there's
of
space
space-time.
lightning?
This is precisely why
Space
when
Eagle?
entering the plane
Confirmed?
of Thymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then.
In your
Suit
drain, get your
yourself.
butt in here.
Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Jesus.
Oh,
Get your butt in there.
well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions
Aw,
have
look
been
at you
confirmed.
caring.
By the
Aw.
way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being
She got
swallowed
down
by
here
the giant
immediately.
waves of abstract space.
I's in trouble? That's her own fault. And
Strong
it
enough, can I
proceeds to
deliver
go
you
down
to
as
the
fast
right
as possible.
destination? Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Aw, what a nice touch.
Nico, you better know what you're doing.
Come on, shut up.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Oh boy, alright. Do we have the cutscene now? Yes, we do.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned.
Today's so freaking cool. I muted myself.
How were you able to get back in?
All these years, what?
How come you have not changed at all in all these years?
That's funny. Yeah, I was
This
muted.
is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back
Chat room,
then.
we do this for ambition.
Over countless battles.
Your
Not
ambitions,
once
chat.
have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Huh. So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new.
Oh, I'm stealing that line. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Freak me. Oh.
Duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise
Oh,
and
freak.
fall of nations.
Oh, freak. Oh, freak.
The energy they consume
Oh, I'm in just sword mode.
vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the
Oh,
winds
freak,
along
freak, freak, freak. What is this, Smash Bros?
penetrate minds and crush dreams.
1, 2, 3. Hey, 1, 2, 3.
You have endured. I
Oh boy.
Shine down.
Whoa. Oh, buddy. Whoa. Whoa. What was that? It's gonna be a quick fight, it looks like, but oh my gosh. Want to see if I can do this on one health. Unlimited ult, bro, for real. Bro. That was the one shot.
This is the end. You have won. I believed you
That was cool. Fast as lightning, but cool.
But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost.
Having C3 Raiden with weapon does help a lot. Yeah, you're right.
My
That took me a while. Yeah.
The
ice quest tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. We're gonna have to do it tomorrow.
My limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant
Man,
eyes
it's 6
that
minutes.
look
Yeah,
to
6
the
minutes.
light in the heavens. And whenever I think
Today's
of
a
this,
really good day.
I feel something.
You make that look
within
easy?
me
Because
saying,
I am lightning. Alright, I'm
the
done.
blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool.
Bro, there's so much commentary in this.
You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
Also, I'm way too attracted to both things going on right now, and I cannot tell you why.
Because you have not yet reconciled yourself.
There's too much depth going on and way too much warrior woman.
It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
I haven't sipped this hard in a while. Shrimped. I even said the word. Woo! What a deal. Oh? What was that?
Hello, A. And greetings. Those
Oh.
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden.
Darn it, dirt.
I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must
Purple
have wanted
Sealy.
to shed
Shush. I do have one
many
though.
times along the way. Don't look down on me.
Dang.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility.
No pity? Did she just no pity? It's her dead sister. She no pitied. Gosh dang it.
Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away.
That looks ball.
But it is you who must take the most important
I hate you, Ozzy.
step.
Yep, got it.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Today is the best timeline. Today is the best timeline. Today is the best timeline.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
She saved her sister literally protected Inazuma for the first time without the physical combat version of it, but also allowed A to basically be the one to plant said dream. A thing that A looked at as her sister, as a way of her sister's protection, was actually something her sister allowed her to do. She planted the seed. She gave the seed to her sister, basically giving her dream to his sister and handing it off. Bro, I have so much of a tangent I can go on right now. I am waiting.
No matter what you make of
Oh
it,
my
it's
gosh, I'm
quite
waiting.
Incredible.
I love this quest so much.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power.
She literally let her seed know and change her mind. Yes, we're not doing it. We're not doing this.
More profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
It's a 10 for me. I know the wolves bring it down. Like, we just killed wolves. 10. Freaking love this.
Time becomes murky.
Oh my gosh.
A place where
Time to
time
move
is
forward.
meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able
Already
to
over
return
time,
precisely
too.
to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher
Eat
power
Taroth?
involved in all of this.
What's that little
But
word?
whatever the explanation, her solution is what
East
saved us
Taroth?
all. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
Okay.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness.
Too much at this point?
But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Oh, yeah, the
Who's pulling the
timeline.
strings?
I'm joking.
Wait, that also means,
That
like, in a
tree has
way,
been through a lot
she
since it
never
first
really
started.
truly saw the
We have
tree
the
like
loving
everybody
care of
else did.
Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Thank you, babe.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel?
Inevitability
We were always
of
meant to be
fate.
there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared.
Ah, the
My
pessimist
first
getting
thought was,
optimism.
has a great disaster
The
befallen
the
Inazuma?
pessimist
But
getting a hope of
turned out
optimism.
you had come to rescue me.
I know this character too well. I know this character
You
too
came
well.
For my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome.
I said it before she said
You
it.
have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that
Look at the
Inazuma
tree.
lived to see this day.
It's like you're looking through Makoto's gate right now. Oh, I love the visual imagery. Oi.
I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Oi.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Friends are dicks.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Andre, shut the freak up.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Let's keep
Great
dogging
minds think
Andre.
alike, I wonder, does that qualify you to maybe take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
Stop giving me these looks! I'm turning into hollow!
Far more
Freak
trouble than
me!
it's worth.
Oh my
We'll
gosh!
have to end the frivolities there.
Oh,
There's
I'm
much work to
shrimping
be
so
done.
hard all
The
over
Shogun and I
again!
will closely review the Inazuma of today.
I was finally
Find out where
chilling
things
out!
currently stand.
I didn't put her like on A and my freaking
We will
waifu
give
too. I was like,
careful
I'm good.
consideration to
I'm
the
moving
future.
on. I get to look at
After
characters.
that-
Freak me!
I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Oh!
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the
She opened the
nation under lock and
nation.
key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for
Shut up,
Inazuma.
Chad. I'm down bad today. I don't hear it. I worked hard for this.
I'm looking forward
I
to
heard they talked trash about my waifu for 3 months. 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Oh my gosh. Do you know how good this story was? It talked about the intrinsic battle within yourself, having to deal with your own negativity. I literally talked about this the last time. Envisioning your own villain. Wait for them to talk. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm like 5 seconds from exploding. I'll shut up.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions. For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Honestly, Miko.
Aw, she gets. Aw, dude,
Many
I'm gonna.
challenges still lie
I'm
ahead
turning
for
into
Inazuma,
hollow.
but I
Freak
am prepared
me.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty.
You may bark as you please.
Joy,
Bark, bark,
too.
bark. Freak me.
She loved humanity very dearly.
Squaw. Squaw.
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention, then so do the people of the future.
Darn it, Yai, with your wisdom.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Oi.
To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed
Oh,
for
I gotta
but a
hurry up.
moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life. Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated. And through it all, you also had your part to play. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryou and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard. It's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too.
Yeah, throw it back at her.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making
Oh,
up
baby, I will
spurious
tease you.
claims
It's
about
fine.
her while she is still present.
That's your fault.
Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me. You don't want to know the cost
I
of
do.
betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret.
I really do.
What are you talking about?
I do want to see what would happen. I'm not down bad.
I suddenly
I
want
swear.
some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
That's made me
but I
fear
am
Yai a
prepared for
bit.
them.
I'm clicking it again. You guys should know I'm gonna do this. She told me not to. I'm gonna click it.
Miko said nothing of
Done,
the sort.
okay.
And the traveler has some nerve making up spurts.
I just wanted to hear
not
again.
to be passed on. Trust me. You don't want to know the cost
I do.
of betraying me.
What are you talking
Is
about?
an M for Yai.
Nothing. Ooh.
Many
You can rotate the
challenges
camera
still
and
lie
left
ahead
click.
for Inazuma.
What
But
about
I
it?
am prepared for them.
What about left clicking and moving? You underestimate how down bad I am currently right now. I just can't say anything. Well, I'm not that kind of down bad, but I enjoy this character so. I already liked the Raiden Shogun so much. All right, fine. Wait, so we're done, right? I'm done. I'm gonna go on my little tirade about the story, and then we're gonna go on. I have to send you guys to somebody else, and we'll do Yai stuff. I'm probably not gonna play Stride tomorrow, or maybe afterwards. Okay, cool. We'll get the Yai part of the way tomorrow, and then do this. Yeah, so screw everybody else real quick, because all you guys freaking, not all you guys, but everybody on Twitter, you all hated the Raiden Shogun. Screw every freaking one of you for 35 freaking seconds, and give me my moment. I'm glad you can enjoy it now, but I will always and keep saying it, probably forever, screw you guys. Because you always jump ship whenever you guys don't see anything. Now on to the actual fun part about the quest. This literally dwelled on the internal battle that you have in yourself that I was talking about the last time we had our streams, where I said if you have a negative problem, what I typically tend to do is envision it as another person in order to give yourself a face to battle. If you put it on yourself, the big issue is you start to fight yourself. You need to be able to embrace yourself. There is so much mirroring, not only with Ai and her sister, but Ai and herself, with having to deal with your intrinsic battles, your shadow in a way, the thing that will never let you go off of your memory and your past. It's very important. Another thing I kept bringing up is people will kill to in between. Yes, I would right now, yes. The other really big thing is people always were downplaying the amount of trauma Raiden probably went through. I figured the moment we get our second quest, we'll get more. But there was a lot you could already tell from her normal thing that everybody kept calling a date. Now they're going to call it the greatest quest to ever exist because it foreshadowed a bunch of dumb junk. Yeah, no. So I'm going to sit here, one, smug, because you know I love being smug. Two, in the fact that this was amazing, and it really touched on a lot of crap I ended up doing a lot myself, so it was really good to see a mirroring. Three, how could I have picked a character that was so on point? I got so lucky with the Raiden crap. When we pulled her, I even got the whole I'm a shadow, always with you garbage when Let Me Carve Your Way was playing. It was fate, or as the Shogun would say, it was fate. I even woke up this morning because I've had my family, like a little bit extra of my family's here right now, and I wasn't expecting them to be here right now. But when I go on my walks, I can't even talk about it. I just have to let you rub it in, you prick. Anyways, that was me yelling at God again. Point remains is, man, I love this.
Chronicled in but a few short lines.
Oh, I call Ganyu a support.
Really for terribly dull reading.
Oh my gosh, dude. Today couldn't be any better. Like, I'm so freaking pumped. And I haven't felt this shrimping energy. Like, oh, something inside of me went, huh, huh, oh. I've already talked about it before. If you're watching this later, probably not my future spouse. But if you can use a martial art weapon, I'm gonna die. It's okay. I have accepted this. Freak me. And then so tomorrow, we're gonna be going, all right? Gosh dang it. Hollow's chat's gonna get crazy. He's been like, I love her. He's free to embrace it a little. I'm holding all my friends. Because, so many people threw those quests under the bus. They didn't even give her a potential for better character. So many people hate, Inazuma's ending still sucked. I'll still give you that one. The flip-in, how quickly that went on, yeah, I still wanted more of the war. But so many people threw her quest under the bus. They threw her character so far underneath, and I'm so glad I sat with it. Yeah, it definitely had flaws. But man, I love this. Oh my gosh. All right, chat room, I want to talk so much more, and I can't. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for sitting here with me. And goodbye, YouTube.